Welcome to Watkins Glen in the Peugeot 308, which you can just about see in the most chaotic race I've ever had. And although it was messy from front to back, it was absolutely fun. It was funny. And if you don't laugh about the situations you are in, you know, it's just going to eat at you. So just laugh it off. It is frustrating at times, but this was just one of those races where everybody was taken out. There was no survivors in this race. We are starting off in P14 positions, chose not to qualify. So let's get into the race. We do have Dan up in front of me right now, who is in the Lavorg, and Esteban is in the yellow Ford Focus behind me. Those are the two people I'm racing with today. We're going to start off. The Audi to the right goes straight away and it comes back in. I'm not sure if that's a choice they've made or it's just Forza being Forza. Heading on to our first corner right now. I'm going to take it wide as I can. Hopefully all the carnage goes to the left and it goes right in front of me. Taking the Audi out, getting straight in the Audi. I'm just keeping the throttle on because, well, we're last. Well, not last. The Audi facing the wrong way is last. But yeah, we just kept our toe in it. Could have braked, could have ghosted. I forget a lot about just ghosting straight through a car. As easy as pressing the start button. But it didn't really enter my head at that precise moment. Thankfully, Dan in the Lavorg up in front is in a faster car, so they can drag me along this straight right now. Looking at the ambulance, dab with the brakes down to third gear or fourth gear, 100 miles per hour through this section now. It is a longer race. It is before the radars came in, so this race is about a week or two old. But we are on a set of medium tyres, and you can see everybody bunching up in front. Dan and Esteban's there. Esteban goes off. The Hyundai is having a Twitch-related issues. Soupy Cheetah in front has to be the funniest character in this race. You'll see them go further on in a moment, but they are very, very contactful. Is the best way of putting it. You see the VW is not impressed with whatever Dan did up in front. I don't know what happened. And looking up the inside here, we'll be braking now into this corner, down to second gear and turning in, going up the inside of the Golf, making that move work. Golf not impressed by the situation, starts slamming me into the grass. Soupy Cheetah is not impressed by the Golf and slams him off the track. Thank you very much, bud. That is much appreciated. That was karma in like half a second. Well worth it. You gotta laugh it off. It was just one of those races. It was brilliant. I laugh about it now, but at the end of the time I was getting probably a little bit more flustered about the situation. Going very slow through that corner there right now. Keeping on my left hand side, still in a bit of tow from the cars up in front. Bit nervous about the Audi being right behind me. Got to be braking at the 200 meter board. I'm going to be defending the situation, cutting the corner and surviving out the other side. Audi goes to the left of me, going off track, but they are going to be quicker than me down the straight. The Peugeot is nowhere near fast in the straight line. So hopefully the Audi can stay beside me, and you can see a bit of carnage going up in front. Dan is turning into a bit of a sandwich. Super Cheaty just dives through. Everybody takes Dan out. Dan takes me out. I take the Mercedes out to my left hand side. Thankfully, I'm still in one piece as we go into our bus stop moment. As you can see, more cars are going off. I eventually discovered you can press the start button. And I survived. I survived. A few other people didn't. But that's got to be worth hitting that like button right there. Survival, and it worked. And the start button, although late, it also works in my favor as well. Oh, that took a lot of people out right there. But whilst we do have this bit of breathing space right now, I'd like to take a moment to thank our channel members, which is Andy Good, Jeffrey Anderson, DMC Motorsport, Sigmatic, Camille Coleno, and Daniel Adams. Thank you guys for supporting the channel, it's much appreciated. And if you're enjoying what you're seeing here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. But looking at where everyone is at the moment, Meet My Mamba is 2 seconds away, which I do believe is in the Veloster, sorry. The Veloster is very quick in a straight line, but I don't think it corners all that well. I have not driven it yet, but it's from what I've heard, where this Peugeot corners like an absolute dream. Steel Cut 888 goes off track, 2 seconds away now. We are gaining upon them, so I cannot really grumble at that. Coming around this corner in third gear, accelerating out the other side, back over to the left, just dab with the brakes down the third gear, rub that curb on the right hand side and accelerating out the corner. towards the outer wall. Could have gone through there probably a little bit quicker, but we managed to make it work and we're alive. That's what matters the most. Meet My Mamba is 4 seconds away right now, and Steel Cut 888 is 1 second away. So if I get this corner right, I'm going to be in their toe. I'm going to be breathing on them down the straight, providing they don't accelerate that much faster than me. I've got to make that point clear. The Peugeot really does suffer in a straight line. 0.4 seconds away, so with the ultimate slipstream, the Audi is probably on controller or keyboard and mouse, because straight line is not so easy for them. So we're going to be braking into this corner, looking at making a move, but not making that move, trying to get the other car to go off balance. But I'm certainly not going to go for the move when I see them being a bit twitchy in a straight line, because the last thing you want is a twitchy in a straight line car to take a corner next to you. Braking into this next corner now, down to second gear, turning in. Hopefully he was going to do a switcheroo on them, but it wasn't meant to be. Have a little bit of a love tap of the bumper, and I'm going to keep on to the left hand side here, braking at 100 meter marker, right down in second gear and turning in. As soon as you pass the hut on the right hand side, I start accelerating up the hill we go. Now I've got the inside line. I'm going to have a little bit of slipstream from the car on the left, so I'm going to hopefully have this next corner in the bag. There is a hopefully right there. Braking at the 200 meter board, well, about 150 meters and turning in. Audi did outbrake me and make that move work, so well done to them. Keeping on the right hand side here, going to be braking early and turning in, looking for the switching move right now, and the Audi does go a little bit wide and comes back in. I have got the inside line of this next corner, so hopefully I can make this work. Rubbing that curb on the left, yes, I have that position made. Going to go to keep on the left hand side here and rub that curb on the right hand side. Could have gone through again a little bit quicker. We've done it. We have that position taken. Position 11 is 4 seconds away right now. That is quite the gap they have, and I think me and the other Audi fighting a bit too much may have exacerbated that situation. It would be nice to have another car in front of me right now for a bit of extra tow, but the way I see it is, if I had that Audi up in front of me again, although giving me the extra run, we'll be fighting again at the latter part of the track, trying to overtake each other. So it sort of works better in my situation. I'm going to keep over to the right hand side and defend this next corner, and the Audi goes over to the left, looking at the ambulance on the left hand side, braking down the third gear and cutting straight through, making my point made. And you can see I have the Audi and another car behind that. I'm not too sure what car that is. It's hard to tell in the mirror. It might be Dan working his way through after he met the wall in a very unfortunate fate. Coming around this corner now, could have gone through it again a little bit quicker. Halfway through the lap, so we'll be pitting at the end of this lap. Keeping on to the left hand side, 100 meter marker, braking hard down in second gear and turning in and accelerating up the hill. I'm going to be coming over to the left hand side now and keeping on our left. Dan may have a better run than I am now. He is in a more powerful car. Looking just after the 200 meter board, braking down in second gear. My front tyres are worn. Dan makes the move and I give him a little bit of a love tap. Keeping on our right hand side here, Dan has the inside line. I'm not going to fight it. His tyres are probably much better than mine. And again, it's a situation that doesn't need to be fought with. I'd rather have the faster car in front of me pulling me along than fighting the faster car that's going to get frustrated behind me. Although we are friends and things like that, it's a fight I don't really need to have. Coming up to the start of lap 6, we have caught up to Meet My Mamba up in front. They have not pitted yet, so I presume they're running hard tyres and going to be going on softs. Well, I would have presumed so. I would have chosen the softs at the end of that last lap, then we would have only had this lap, lap 7. Oh, maybe they got the end of this lap. And you have 3 laps on the soft then, won't you? Yeah, because 3 laps on the soft at Watkins Glen I don't think really happens. The last lap is really compromised. Anyway, we're 17 seconds up on this lap, so it shows you really what happens in clean racing, how much of a difference that time makes. Coming up behind Meet My Mamba up in front, I know the Lavorg isn't strong in the corners, and I go up the inside there. Absolutely make that move work. Wow, no contact was made and they got absolutely wide for some unknown reason. Okay, well, unless there was a ping related issue, and we did see him earlier with the sketching around stuff. I wonder if on their screen that contact was made, but no contact was made on our screen. I'm not too sure, but we have caught up to Soupy Cheetah 282 up in front, who has really been organised and collecting those penalties. 6.35 seconds. So I'll go to look to make a move on Soupy Cheetah up in front, but they do defend rather well. Biggest problem I have right now is the Audi really does outperform this car in 80% of the department. It does handle very well, it does drive very well, it does brake very well, where the Peugeot just handles very well and brakes pretty well. That was about it. So yeah, the Audi does win in the power department, and it's a shame. It's a shame that there is quite that imbalance compared to the Peugeot, but it is what it is. Keeping on the left hand side, putting the pressure on. I'm going to move over to the right, make it look like I'm making a move, and then back out. Coming over, missing the curb. I really wanted to clip that curb, but I did have actually a very good corner. This is why this car handles so well. Not losing Soupy Cheetah up in front, but you can do see the R eking away from me. It shows you really how far more powerful the Audi is. Although I'm in the slipstream, they are that much quicker than me. I get absolutely distracted and go off track. I was not paying attention. That's alright, it's only a 0.1 second penalty. Braking at the ambulance left hand side, 105 miles per hour through here, really braving those track limits where I kept really tight on the inside there, trying to claw back those few attempts from the Audi up in front. As soon as he passed the hut on the right side, accelerating down the hill and keeping up with the Audi to an extent. Braking hard to this corner, second gear, and accelerating out the other side to the outer part of the curb. There we go. Now we're back in business. 0.3 seconds away. 0.2. Braking at 100 meter marker. Down in second gear. Turning. As soon as you pass hut on the right, start accelerating out the other side. Soupy Cheetah goes through a little bit slow, so I had to back out. So overall, they've still got that position. Really, in retrospect, they have already lost that position anyway, thanks to the massive penalty they have and my little penalty I've got. So really, defending in this kind of situation is very much pointless. Besides, they're having a little bit of fun. As you can see them dabbing the brakes into that corner. Not too sure why, whether it's a brake testing or it's how they brake into the corner, depending on how the tuning set up and things like that. Who knows? Who knows what goes through people's minds sometimes. Braking through this corner now. Could have gone through again a tiny bit faster. I really want to try and get past a Soupy Cheetah up in front. I don't think it's going to happen. That's the problem. I just want to get in front of them. Braking down the third gear, turning gear, I clip the curb on the right side. That is a much better line than previously, but could have been done even better than that. I know that much. A bit too much body slide on the car. Anyway, we have a good run up here. 0.2 seconds away, 0.3. They are eking away from me, but I'm in the better end of the slipstream. Anything by 0.4 is in a really good range of strength for the slipstream. Braking at the ambulance left hand side, down the fourth gear, over the curbs I go, taking it nice and tight again, and there we go. Really breathing over this Audi right now. Coming around this corner, you see them going sliding out wide, seeing the hut going up the inside, and see if I can make a move again. Keeping on our right, going to be braking early. Hopefully I could do the old switcheroo in them right now, but I don't think it's going to happen. I expected the car to go a little bit quicker and I could have dived in, but I had to back out of my choices that I was going to make. Braking down in second gear here, rubbing that curb on the right side. As soon as you get past the hut, accelerate up the hill we go. Now I've got the left hand side right next to them. Soupy Cheetah was not impressed. There's a little few nudges here where they are pushing me over. There's no way they can get away with that, so I give them a little nudge back, and we both go a little bit too wide off the track. I was hoping to nudge them more than I was going to not follow them as I did. That's what I'm trying to say. Nudge them off the track and me not to follow. Knowing the mentality, I decided it'd be a good idea. Let's try this again. So I've got the inside now. They got the apex syndrome, ram me off the track, so I'm ramming them back over to the right hand side because, yeah, they keep pushing me on the left, so I back out because I know I'm going to lose in this corner. Ultimately, I've won the race. So, Soupy Cheetah, you know, we're pretty sure it was just a bit of fun, to be fair. As they did save me from the gulf earlier on. But that's the end of the race there. It was an absolute mess, but it was unusually fun at the same time.